All right, 10-minute warm-up done. Now it's 10 by 200. So I got a few minutes before I get to the first rep. So what's gonna happen is I'm going to try to hit a goal pace of around 52 seconds. I don't know, something like that. Might try to squeeze under 50 the last two. We'll see. This isn't a workout to kill yourself with. It's to kind of make sure I don't go too flat with my speed, basically. So I'm just trying to keep a little bit of edge there. This isn't until I kill myself with. The harder workouts are for like September, October, November, basically. So I'm going to be doing like a 2.5 minute rest between each rep. But yeah, really humid. If I haven't mentioned that 1,000 times already. Matter of fact, let's check the dew point now. It's probably close to 75, I bet. The hourly was supposed to 76. Yep, 83, dew point 76, heated X91. Let's get this bread, folks. First one went in 54 seconds. Yeah, it's getting there now. So, yeah, definitely felt a little tough, but wow, we're definitely clearing out now. So, yeah, about to get brutal out here for sure. So, yeah, so we can survive this, but we're going to because that's how tough I am. So, let's go. Let's do this. Alright guys, halfway through the workout. Last 4 reps went in like 50, 52, 52, 51. I'm honestly feeling pretty good. I ain't gonna lie. The humidity, it is the stupidest. Oh my god. But good thing I got shade during my rest. So 45 seconds till the 6th rep. Let's keep pushing. Let's go. Let's go. All right, 2 more to go. Really pushing on that 6th rep way too hard. Let's get excited because of a certain song coming on. So I decided to drop a 45-second 200 too fast, but felt good doing it. But it's definitely catching up to me now. The 7th and 8th reps went in 54 and then 51 respectively. So gonna close out the last 2 strong. Keep the strength. Let's get it going with the last 2. All right, we did it. Oh God, the last 2 were quite fast. 48 and 43. I'm gonna try to do 43 by phone. Sure, I'll try to do it, but it's whatever. first things first, before I get into the main part of this episode, I just want to quickly say that whenever we chase a big goal, a big dream or whatnot, there are going to be some significant barriers along the way. It could be mental and physical. It just depends what you have, that you want to go for. And sometimes things do not go to plan. It happens. It's called life. But yeah, I've come to that point here with this series, it seems like, because what I did not mention beforehand in this video, Monday was a kind of a pretty much, let's not even sugarcoat. Monday was a disaster, okay? Monday was kind of a disaster. It's been pretty damn hot. It's been pretty humid the last week, just about. This past Monday, it was a tolerable day. It was about 80, but the humidity was low. So I was like, you know what? It's not a bad day to go try to do an up-tempo run, and just didn't have it within me. I started getting a little bit faster, and for some reason, I just wasn't feeling it. I don't know what was going on. My body just wasn't wanting to do it. I don't know what happened. I quit pretty early. Though I worked out pretty early, I should say, and I ended up walking back 2 miles to my house. Yeah, I walked literally about 2 miles back to my house, and I'm just like questioning things. I'm like, man, I feel like I don't have it anymore. Because, I don't know, maybe looking back on it and going through these thoughts probably weren't the best thing to do, but when you're in a situation like that, it's like things just kind of start like just coming up like in your head, like, yeah, don't want to do this and whatnot. But I have these thoughts before and I just forget about it. But I try to make sense of the whole thing with the workout, and I've come to a realization that maybe I'm expecting a little bit too much of myself right now. The thing is too, for the longest time I denied this, but I do have allergies. I wouldn't say that affected me during this workout. It was affecting me a couple weeks ago, I will be honest, but I'm not trying to make an excuse. The thing is, it's like, I just don't, for some reason, this year's been a struggle in terms of like getting mentally tough to go to the well, basically. I mean, that's not to say I haven't had successful workouts. In April, I had quite a few successful quality workouts, like 20-minute tempo run, 8x4, all 400-meter workouts I did in April were great. The tempo runs were becoming a little bit tougher. I wasn't quite able to kind of do. I apologize about that. My phone did something really stupid. But anyway, what I was saying was tempo runs, they were becoming more difficult towards the end of April, but I still succeeded them to an extent, thankfully. But yeah, then like the 5K race, of course, I didn't mention this in the recap video, but that was definitely more of a best case scenario. I literally gave it everything I had in that race. I mean, if we would have gone another 10 meters, I probably would have collapsed. Not even gonna lie to you, I was that damn finished actually after the race. So yeah, like it became a struggle to get back into things. I really didn't do a quality workout for a while there because I wanted to build up mileage, and the thing was, I wasn't quite able to. Just kind of things weren't materializing fast enough, and I had some couple of good long runs in the last month. Like May 27th, I had a 50-minute run, and then I was able to knock out an hour-long run back on the 10th, and last Friday was not great, I would say. I don't know, but kind of having it back and forth. Let's just say this, I've been a bit inconsistent the last 6 weeks. And I told myself, if I have one more slip up in this whole thing, I'm going to have to probably pull the plug on sub 20. Yeah, unfortunately, this is, I'm confirming it now, this is the end of this series. This is the end of the Sub 20 project. And at first, I was not pleased to have to think about that, but you know what? Now I look on it, not even bothered by it one bit, because, again, things happen. And here's the thing, but, I put a but in the title. There's always a but in there. I'm not done pursuing a goal this year, and that is to PR in the 5K. I want to PR this year in the 5K by some extent. However much it's going to be by, the only time's going to tell, but the thing is,
sub 20. And here's the thing, guys. Going into this, I knew that this was quite an ambitious goal. This was going to be a really, I mean, this was going to be a really tall order, and I knew that I was not going to have much room for error, and it did not help with the first couple months of the year. We had 8 inches of snow back in early February, not just delayed everything by like 4 weeks almost of running outside. It just wasn't mixing together at all. I mean, I was not thrilled with it. I mean, training indoors was great, but that seemed to not do a whole lot with progressing outside because things were just getting slow, or things were going slow, and I don't know. I mean, at the end of the day, when I look at it, I mean, I did what I could. I wouldn't have changed a thing. I mean, what else could I have done? Um, so, you know, again, I'm not trying to make excuses. The thing is, too, like, if you're, like, I mean, if you feel like things are within reach of, like, say, you reaching a goal, even if there's a small chance of it happening, I say still go for it. But here's the thing: there is a fine line between realism and fantasy, and yeah, fantasy kept was knocking at the door basically. At this, it's been knocking at the door for the last, I want to say the last couple of weeks. It's been knocking at the door saying, um, yeah, dude, I don't think it's gonna happen for you this year. And sub 20 is fast. Sub 20 is a pretty damn fast time for a 5K. It's not everybody can run a sub 25K. I mean, it takes months to maybe a couple years to even run a time like that. For me, I'm not born with natural talent. Some people who are born with natural talent. I mean, it's just insane how some people are born with just talent in general. It's like I gotta work for it really. I mean, I'm not saying that even the talented don't have to work for it. They still do. It's just there's a certain variety of things like genetics and whatnot. But for me, it's like I have to train my ass off to get to a certain point. I mean, it took me. I had to go through a half marathon cycle, and then I went through some more 5K training just to even run 24:33 5 years ago. Yeah, tomorrow marks 5 years since I ran 24:33 to 5K, which is still my PR to this day. But I would like to PR in 5K at some point, and you know what? I'm going to be, I guess, starting a season 2 of something. I have no idea. I don't know how I'm going to do it yet. You guys will see it though. I'm not sure what it's going to be titled or whatnot, but yeah, no, I'm not done training. I'm not, thankfully, I'm not injured. I'm feeling pretty good. I will say though, I had an injury scare last week, last Wednesday. So what happened was, I want to make sure I mention this. So it was super hot last week, of course, even hotter this week actually, as a matter of fact. But I stayed inside. I did a 30-minute shadow boxing workout. Basically, it was basically like he used that. The guy in the video used a heavy back, but I just was just kind of like doing combos and stuff like that. At some point towards like the 20-minute mark or so, it was getting closer to the end of the workout. What happened was I had my shoes on, and I'm on in my room. I have this carpet, this blue carpet. Okay, it could definitely get slick with certain shoes on. Wasn't thinking straight with this. The thing was, when I'm trying to not bounce around as much. I'm doing shadow boxing, obviously. I watch UFC, by the way, too, just for those who are curious as well. Now, I guess at this point, I do watch WWE and UFC. Stuff's pretty cool to me, actually. But the thing is, with boxing, it's a great cardiovascular cross-training exercise thing. But what happened was, I was kind of jostling front and back kind of quickly, kind of doing this hard. It was basically I was in the middle of doing a hard repetition basically, and I just got there doing a hard combo, and I was kind of like jostling for position again to get back into it because I was getting pretty tired at this point. I'm trying to like keep up the pace. All of a sudden, my body kind of goes backwards a little bit. My center of gravity starts shifting a little bit, and my left foot decides to slip forward really quickly. And I immediately felt my left hamstring get tight. I'm thinking, yeah, it was kind of one of those things. Wasn't good. So I was pretty cautious. I was able to finish the workout, but I had to be pretty cautious on my placement. it hurt for about 2 to 3 days after that, but thankfully it's 100%. So I kind of almost injured my hamstring last Wednesday. Go figure. What a clumsy ass move. But again, I'm not injured. I don't have to I don't have to take extended time off or anything like that. Thank God that's not the case this time. That's usually why stuff like this ends, because of that happening. But that's not the case, thankfully. It's just the fact is, I think I'm expecting too much of myself by doing these longer workouts or whatnot. So what I'm gonna do is, I'm basically gonna kind of revert to not as long workouts. I'm still gonna do well, not to mention too, I did a 1200 meter workout, I think back on Monday the 6th, and I did two 1200s, and I only got through 2/3 or 3/4, yeah, 2/3 of the third 1200, and then it was kind of like, yeah, it's kind of killed over. But I'm gonna stick to more billion mileage, but I'm gonna do some quality workouts here and there as well. I don't know, I'll talk to you guys about it sometime, but probably another video or whatnot. But I gotta restructure things, so I need to kind of just, I'm making my expectations too big. My goals are definitely way too big, so I need to kind of shrink them a little bit, and I'm definitely avoid burnout, because I'm definitely heading on a path of burnout at this rate if I were to continue doing stuff like that. Like, I'm still gonna do like 10 by 200, 12 by 200, or 12 by 200 to work out. I want to do it in a couple of weeks. But yeah, up tempo runs are something I'm gonna have to wait for. But doing like 20-minute tempo run, absolutely, of course. Doing like 4 by 800, maybe 5 by K later on in August, September, absolutely. Maybe doing mile repeats, absolutely. I probably will do mile repeats too. We'll see about that later on down the road. But yeah, unfortunately, Sub 20 project ends, but it's giving way to a new kind of series, kind of spin-off of this, basically. So no worries about it. Again, training continues, guys. I'm gonna try to do a video maybe once every 2 weeks or whatnot, something like that. But appreciate you guys sticking around through this stuff. I mean, it really means a lot to me with you guys watching this stuff, and try to make content, of course, as exciting as I can. Sometimes I feel like a boring person when I talk. I don't know, we're just doing stuff, but try to do something different or whatnot. I don't know, but yeah, thank you guys for watching. This concludes the Sub 20 project series, but I'm going to start basically a spin-off series of this for the remainder of 2022. Should be an interesting ride. I will catch you guys later in the next one. Peace, take care. Hope your train's going well, by the way. Hope you guys are doing good. And also, one more thing, I will be doing World Outdoor Championships predictions, more on that. I will be talking a little bit more on that probably in the first episode of this new series, so stay tuned for that as well. I'll see you guys again soon.